Politicians in Haiti are scrambling for power right now after Prime Minister Henry announced Tuesday that he will be resigning from office.
The government I am running, he said, will remove itself immediately after the establishment of a transitional presidential council. The images from the past week reflect this slide into chaos. At the approach road to the country's main airport, they run for cover.
Okay, guys, before we dive exactly into what's happening right now in Haiti, I really feel like it's important for us to understand the history of this country. We're going to make it real brief, but we have to start with what happened in 1492 when Columbus first landed here.
There were approximately 556,000 people in Saint-Domingue, and about 500,000 were slaves. Like many other modern countries in the Western Hemisphere, Haiti comes from a long history of colonization. It was initially called Saint-Domingue and spent years as a colony before a slave uprising began in 1791. Slavery on the island was tyrannical. Slave owners denied freedom to the people and believed they could abuse and even kill their slaves. The rebellion turned into a complete revolution, even though Western powers tried to quell it, and foreign powers were finally forced to surrender to Haitian independence in 1804. Even if they refused to acknowledge that independence for years afterward. This was the first and only time that a slave rebellion led to a new country, and it started to change how many people viewed slaves, helping eradicate slavery in the West over the next 100 years. The Haitian Revolution has shaped modern history, and although the island has been working through political instability since, the people's resilience, displayed internationally in the Haitian Revolution, is still thriving today.
By the 1700s, the French had completely colonized Haiti, forcing slaves to produce mass amounts of coffee and sugar, which didn't last for very long. 91 years shortly after, a bloodbath would occur in Haiti, and the slaves would revolt against the slave masters there. It was the only successful slave revolution in the Western Hemisphere. So in 1802, Haiti would declare its independence from France and become the first independent slave country in the world. Haiti's current constitution was created and drafted in 1988. That's older than some of you guys watching this video, which it called for one president, one prime minister, and 30 council members. Haiti's most known and last president was President Moise, which was elected in office in 2017, and unfortunately, he was assassinated in 2021.
Program. We bring you some breaking news now. And Haiti's President Jovenel Moïse has been assassinated at his home in Port-au-Prince. The interim Prime Minister Claude Joseph says he's now in charge of the country and has urged the public to remain calm. Mr. Moïse's injured wife is also in hospital, he says. President Moïse had been ruling Haiti, the poorest country in the Americas, by decree after legislative elections due in 2018 were delayed in the wake of disputes, including on when his own term ends. In addition to the political crisis, kidnappings for ransom have surged in recent months, further reflecting the growing influence of armed gangs in the Caribbean nation.
So the people in Haiti really believed in this guy until they started seeing how his administration was corrupt, how he wasn't taking care of the people there, or at least they felt. How roads weren't getting built, how schools weren't getting renovated. And the people came in an uprising against this guy. And unfortunately, in 2021, he was assassinated from office.
Yo, pour nous vivre là dans votre oppression là, pas même seulement non, ça veut dire pour nous vivre là.
In order for us to live out here, we have to have character. We can't let anybody do anything to us, so we got to stay headstrong.
Ça veut dire même quand domaine bam dans musique.
We were looking for people to produce for Haiti. Everybody could create something. Everybody could do something. We don't want the negative views about Haiti. We just want positive image. He's asking for everybody to participate in what's going on in the country in order to make it a positive place. Sit down with the young, because they're the one that's the future of the country. The one that's leading, put us in this position. What the government can give us, they can help us, but they're not trying to. I wouldn't hope for the country to get worse, but it's the government that put us in this position. I just don't want the country to go in turmoil.
I truly appreciate you guys, and I'm thankful. I thank you for subscribing. I thank you for liking the videos. I thank you for sharing the videos. And I thank you for supporting me, supporting my vision, and supporting the podcast.
Food prices and made it difficult for farmers. So to survive out here, they also sell charcoal, catch fish in the canal, and make salt.
C'est bon bail qui presque bail comme vous baguette l'autre travail dans pays pour faire obligé faire.
Nous avons besoin $10 pour nous acheter manger par jour. Ça presque on fera $10 presque pas capable manger 2 fois non.
Bon, dire y a pas vendre. Si c'est pour dire pour faire ici pour vendre pour construire un caille ou pas capable parce que si ma mettre là actuellement là la vendre 25 good.
The only housing they can afford are the ones they build themselves. But even those cost $300 to build and melt every rainy season.
Chaque année nous maçonner, tu vas maçonner les quasi. Son caille qui va faire 1 an. Caille ça nous maçonner, il va être là hein. Qui va top petit fan. Il quasi li.
To survive, the farmers must cope with the ferocious cycle of wet and dry seasons.
Haiti is controlled by the G9 family, which is the gang that a lot of the news stations like to call it. But it's controlled by a leader named Barbecue. If you look in the corner right now, you will see his picture.
He is in charge. Barbecue, they call him. Jimmy Chiritse, the leader of a collective of gangs, street fighters who have effectively pulled off a coup.
Today we are telling the international community to give Haiti a chance. We Haitians have to decide who is going to lead the country and what model of government we want.
He was reacting from the streets to the resignation of the Prime Minister, prevented from returning to his own country, forced to step down in neighboring Puerto Rico.
What a lot of people don't understand is this gang was not just created now. And the leader of the gang is called Barbecue. That's his nickname. But his real name is Jimmy Chiritse. And I'm sure I butchered that, but you get what I'm trying to say here. This guy was a former police officer, and he was very close to the deceased president, Mr. Jovenel Moise. This gang was going on in 2017, and the president allowed them to operate in Haiti and in the streets. This gang was there to keep peace, and the president allowed Barbecue, which was his former cop chief, to operate in the streets of Haiti as long as they kept peace there. So once the president was deceased, Barbecue and the G9 family took over the entire capital, and now they control the capital and what's going on. Barbecue is the unofficial leader of Haiti at this moment.
Jimmy Chiritse is a former policeman. He's under sanctions from the UK for his actions here. But he does remain one of the most powerful people in Haiti today, and he doesn't like being interrupted.
Hey! 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 They want to destabilize them.
Constantly escorted by machine gun toting guards, he told me the threat of an organised hit on him is permanent. He has survived 4 attempts already.
It's the
blue building, yeah?
The blue building, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you copy live with you.
Barbecue is the leader of one of a collective of gangs called the G9. They are very powerful, but not powerful enough to take on the other 91 gangs.
Tout le monde sa yo, tout se moun qui était la caillou, gang météo de yo. Je dis assez yo même dans caillou là. Yeah.
Throughout all the crime that's going on in Haiti, we have to talk about immigration. Because a lot of the Haitian people are leaving Haiti now. It's a mass immigration exit right now. Some are going to Florida. They're catching boats and going to Florida. And this is what Ron DeSantis is doing currently right now.
Yeah, and Florida is already bracing for a possible mass migration of Haitians attempting to enter the United States through the Florida coast. And as a result, Governor DeSantis is sending over 250 soldiers and officers to protect the state from the land, sea, and sky.
The Dominican army tends to come in the night, Tatiana tells me, looking for Haitian migrants like herself.
They knock, and if you don't open, they break down the door. And if they see things like the cell phone, they just take it.
She's 7 months pregnant, but most nights she leaves her rented room and hides in this field, fearing she'll be deported back to Haiti. Once, they almost caught her.
They came and I ran and I fell over. Now I have to sleep in the open. I can't sleep inside.
Multiple Haitian migrants in the Dominican Republic told us the same thing, that security forces come for them in the night to take them away. Mass deportations were happening anyway, but the last week has brought more tension. The Dominican Republic has closed the border with Haiti.
Guys, it's really sad and it's terrifying to think about all the women who have kids and all of the women there and the elderly people that are in this country right now while it's going through civil war. What are these women with kids going to do? What are the elderly going to do when it's a food shortage over there?
Since Wednesday's attack, the city of Port-au-Prince has wrestled with returning to normal. But normal has long been a struggle here. Desperate scenes like this one have become increasingly common as the country faces economic turmoil.
Haiti has been in the midst of a gas shortage, and it leads to scenes like this, people lining up for fuel because the opportunity to get gas is spontaneous.
Solis is a father of 2. He tells me you have to fight to find gas. Helen John was on her way home from church when she saw the station was selling fuel, so she stopped to fill up her 2 gas cans. She says this is something she could have never imagined.
This channel is about helping other people and also having great conversations. So please make sure you guys subscribe, you hit the button for future notifications, you hit the like button and share, and I'll see you on a future video.
Manifestation casée brisée sans solution. L'île est temps pour nous faire révolution. Pas qu'à gagner élection. Jamais, jamais. Si nous pas fait des armements, André Michel, Majorie Michel, sénateur Beauplan, Nenel Kassi, Moïse Jean-Charles, Lambert Calambert, Katoris sous nos ghettos, Matéli Jovenel, yo créé iso, l'homme sans jour, si la pli, yo met la toublage dans tout ghetto. Rouanel Joseph pas jugé, l'état casé prison, nous pas prendre nouvelle Valdo. Yo yon bel boss en prison, c'est même à peine à yo gérer li. 400 maozo bloqué quoi des bouquets. L'état pas même qu'à dire un mot, mais est-ce qu'il n'y a pas ouais. PNH, chapement DF, ADH, renfort. Top kidnapping, est-ce que nous pas senti dans tort. Pas qu'à gagner élection, jamais, jamais. Si nous pas fait des armements, peuple a pas prendre transition, opposition pour position. Manifestation casée brisée sans solution. L'île est temps pour nous faire révolution. Pas qu'à gagner élection, jamais, jamais. Si nous pas fait des armements, des salines de faire révolution, couper tête boule caille, nous-mêmes la jeunesse n'a fait révolution. Couper tête tout pas caille, problème n'a pas sauté là, la France, les États-Unis, le Canada. Fon commence à tirer, tête calalou yo, cheveux siro yo, plan libanais yo, vêtements syriens yo. Yo prend toute richesse pays, yo dit y'a fait une gourmet entre nous, haïtiens, Genève, en face GPEP, si la pli en face Kisla, la police, en face Phantom 609, Kafou, Kobel yo ap koche moun tan kou bef, Matissan bloqué, moun ne sud pas qu'à sikile, pas qu'à gagner élection, jamais, jamais, si nous pas fait des armements, peuple a pas prendre transition, opposition pour position. Manifestation casée brisée sans solution. L'île est temps pour nous faire révolution. Pas qu'à gagner élection. Jamais, jamais. Si nous pas fait des armements, bon Dieu, nous ne pas qu'à marcher. Nous ne pas qu'à marcher. Nous n'a mourir grand goût. On glosse fil pour 60 gouttes.